Hey, welcome back to a brand new episode of 101 Second Reviews. Today I'm going to be talking about this, The Invisible Man, Leigh Whannell's new reworking of the classic Universal horror with Elizabeth Moss. And what it is she's married to a guy who is unbelievably controlling. She doesn't want to be anywhere near him anymore. She gets away just about. Next thing, he's dead. Problem solved. But she's convinced that somebody is around her, watching her, changing things in her life, but she can't see anyone. So how's that occurring? Okay, right. Back in a second. Okay, right. I'm happy to admit that I was super pumped or excited or whatever term you want to use for this film for a myriad of reasons. One, because it's Leigh Whannell. This is a guy who's like involved in the writing of Saw, Insidious. Not everything is great, but he clearly understands horror. So it's exciting to see that he's, at the helm of a project like this. It's exciting to understand. Like, you look at the remake of the Mummy, the Universal Mummy thing, and the Dracula and so on. You get a sense of like these people have no concept of how horror works. They're very loud, they're very fast. One's just basically an action movie. Whereas finally we have a horror person taking on classic horror. Seems to make a lot of sense for me. And what I love is how he's just scaled everything back. So he's taken the great elements of the original 30s version, and I think he's taken elements out of Verhoeven's Hollow Man, a film that I love, but he's taken all the good bits out of both and made them into a very current now movie. But beyond that, what's truly great about this is the essential components is that he understands how this film is going to work and he makes it work, and that is camera work. Absolutely essential, because you have an actress essentially staring off into space all the time. She's convinced someone's there. You can't see the person. She can't see him, but it's because it's all about mood. So the camera work and how it moves to make you think that in a way it's his eyes that we are following is critical. The soundtrack or the score, whatever, how it builds and falls and builds and falls to create tension, essential. And then the most important component is Elizabeth Moss, a phenomenal actress, given something really big to get her teeth into, and she's incredible in it. I absolutely loved it. Possibly the best film of this year thus far. Might not be at the end of it, but it's so good. Okay, right. It's out in the cinema now. I strongly recommend you go and see it. Okay, right. Thanks as always. I'll be back again soon.